Hello, ladies, gents, and people running in the park without a shirt on. I don't care how sculpted your torso is. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see your sweaty mess of your skin all over the freaking glistening in my face. I don't want to see that. Put on a freaking shirt. Anyway, we return to Cultist Simulator. The descent of Borden J. Betersen to complete madness. We are in the middle of deciphering the most complete and thorough witch and sister recount of how they went through all the tribulations of becoming witch, and with a conjoined sister by it being a total pain in the ass, and it's taking forever to get that done. We are resummoning Azim, so we can maybe reuse him forever and ever till the end of time. We are betraying and imprisoning a follower because we are whimsical like that. We just felt like being total scumbags to somebody and reveling in the pain that we inflict. Now we're going to use them. We will inflict a lot of pain, but with a purpose, to visit the spider door and get fantastic rewards from the Malleary possibly. Then we're going, this is like the centerpiece of this episode. Expedition to the wreck of the Christabel. I'm going to be very disappointed if this is not extremely difficult and harrowing of an ordeal. What's this? Among the evening isles. This is wave-washed chains of rocky islands vibrant with green life. We're going super duper far into the unknown. Looking forward to such things. All right, get the timers going again. Follower betrayed, straight to the spider door, for it thirsts. Get that notoriety out of my face. Temporary headquarters, come back to me. We can get another commission, so let's do that. I'm not using them right now. I'm not actually working on them, but it's nice to have them, I suppose. Especially if it's a level 2, substantial commission. Alright, what happens here? So I'm gonna reach aromas like a feast upon the air. But first, and mostly, blood. Azim comes back. The name and emanations of the Forge of Days. Formulae of Phidia. We can totally increase this into an even higher knock aspect, but I don't really need it. I don't need it for anything. We got Azim back. Why are you there? Why is the 9-second Azim here and not the actual one that I just picked up? Ah, that's a bug. It bugs me a lot. That's totally a bug. You're supposed to get a renewed timer on that guy. Instead, we just got the old one back. Anyway, let's simply... we will need something to be painted to this. Oh, we only have a level 3. We can get even higher than this. Ah, jeez. I don't think we're ever going to get enough glimmerings for that. Let's just do this. Pretty sure you need to have maximum ability to paint. Maybe I should just do a commission. Oh no, we want to be able to slow down that timer. So let's do this. Put Azim right there for this timer. Very substantial. I kind of want just regular substantial. So we can have some more bronze spooky bugs. But the silver also works for the bronze. Not something I want to do, but they also work. Anyway, talk timer is open. I guess I can do something like this. I no longer need to put that in the inspiration. There you go. Just cheese that timer a little bit. But first, I don't want to use it up though. I really don't want to use it up in case that it's not exactly what I need to do. You know what I'm saying, brothers? We do have the refulgent though. And we can use that for another. Pretty sure that it needs to be a max level painting. You know, with 4 slots. But I guess we can just try. Why not? Why not? Let's use up the... This is level 4. Both of them are level 4. Let's just use the Rhaenyra. Paint her, and then we'll use the vital pigment, see what happens. Let's cheese a little bit this timer, so we can send in the expedition. Punk. That is another thing. Only 3 though. We'll look at it very soon. Restlessness. I haven't seen restlessness in quite some time. We can get rid of it with a right. The colors of night. I could spend money or better paint. Let's put that vital painting right there. I'm pretty sure that it needs a level 4 and I am wasting that, but you know, shrug. Yes, so that's Society of the Holy Wound. We're going to get... I have plenty of heart. Only have this guy right here, so... Oh, actually, I would rather have this hanger on. And we'll throw that... Whoa! Restlessness right there. Of course, the ceremony needs to be high enough. There you are. Getting rid of the restlessness like it's garbage. Azim goes over. Oh yeah, let's take a look at what we have. The obstacles. Most of these islands are well known to the histories, but our destination lies in wild, uncharted reaches. We'll need heart or forge to survive. Well, I'm pretty set on forge. Don't worry about forge. What else do we have? The creeping breath curse. We need heart or grail to suppress this curse. Otherwise, it will not keep us from our goal, that it might trouble us later. Also set on grail. We are way more than set. And then we have an adversary. Younger sister. The mother of ants was born among serpents. She has so very many younger sisters. It can be defeated in battle, or it will respond to the mother's power. So, we're good to go. We have these two dudes. These two summons. The higher name emanations of the Mansus. They will completely wreck this expedition and all the obstacles that we'll find in our way. I'm very happy about that. We got our adversary is being a pain in the butt. Let's go to the Malleary. We got an incandescent. There's a level 10 influence, 15. We can pursue victory right now with this. But it is also very important to know. Let's remember this. Yeah, fool. Level 15 Forge Influence. In the Malleary, there's a plane going over my house right now. Level 15 Influence Forge. In the Malleary, when there's a secret history right here. I mean, I will simply go to the Malleary every time, but really important thing to know. I think it probably is the only place you can get it. Nice! Last night in the Mansus, I visited the Malleary, for whose engines and avenues one does not emerge unchanged. I watched the processes of sunset as I entered the amber joy and the white joy and the blue joy, and I was subjected to a rainbow color flag, and I was made into a homosexual. The fortress days touched me with her burnished fingers, and I rise from my bed with the utter knowledge that all nights must end. So we found the level 15 influence. We have summoned right now level 12 forge, that is 27. We have a level 12 forge instrument right there. We can totally pursue ascension, but I need to find out. Actually, I will find out because this guy is completely taken by the expedition. So we have to find out what's at the end of this expedition. All right. A consent of wounds. I don't know, that's just the right that I used to hire a pawn, which is nice to have this idiot. He will be yet another moron to send to the spider door. Kinda tells me I want to get more people, right? There you are. Get some erudition out of that. No dreams necessary right now. I should be repairing the cracked mirror. Go to the stack door. This should be repairing that cracked mirror. It's only 60 seconds. Keep that timer going. We do need reason to go to the stack door. As worthless as it is, it's really not that useful. Our forge skills represent plenty of expertise. We'll make it through. Okay, now it's just run out those timers. And it's going to be quite a while. We might have to put this influence somewhere so we don't miss it, so we don't completely. Oh, it does happen. Made something unique. I thought it would have to be the top level, but it's not required. Rhaenyra comes back. Something I will never dare to exhibit publicly. This cannot possibly ever see daylight. It will earn no funds. But we did get 3 glimmerings, you say. 3 freaking glimmerings. Ah! Misclick of the century. Okay, 3 freaking glimmerings. Some contentment. An urgency and appetite. Level 6 grail. A whole bunch of notoriety, even though I did nothing. I did not. Nobody saw this painting. Why do I get notoriety out of it? That makes no sense. That there, this wild imagination. Show me this unique painting. The Red Grail. Cool. Look at that. Look at that good stuff. That's some art right there. She did not split the sun, but here we might imagine how she must have desired it. It's a level 8 Grail tool. Fantastic. It's wonderful. And you can sell it for a lot. Maybe to auction this, although the value on auctions to hold is uncertain. Level, I mean, it's 5. Is that like the base value of something in auction? This has level 4, so it's even more valuable. Wow. It's even more valuable than a silver spooky puck. So we can sell this for a ton in auction. I don't really need it. Like a level 8 Grail tool is nice. Don't really need it though, so we might just auction it off because we're scumbags like that. We don't value the occult. We just want the money. Money, 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 money. Anyway, this incandescence, it's quite the conundrum. I want to spend it, but I can't really. Yeah, I guess I can cheese the timer for it by doing something like this. Like put this in there. Of course, it's limited though. No, we can do something like this. Put that there. Pong. And now we just have to have this window open for the next 20,000 hours because this is going to take forever. The notoriety goes up there. We have studied though. We have read the Geminiad. The Geminiad reminds us that the witch and sister has been known to manifest as the sister and witch. Totally not the same thing. And that this face may heal while the other face is always hungry. It implies connections between the witch and sister and the hours of the wood, especially the secret keeper called the Velvet. But it is ambiguous on whether the witch and sister is a wood hour proper. And it speaks at length about the sadness of the two who are one, the sadness that remains from their time as flesh. My goodness, what a word salad. We got some pretty high up moth lore. We also got another rite. I did not even know that there was more rites to be seen. The rite of the sea's marriage. This rite calls on the sister and witch to close the gap between what is and what might be. The assistant offers themselves as a spouse to the unknown, essentially, but not necessarily, the sea. Another rite that sacrifices an assistant, not something that I want. The Geminiad has been read. It becomes a tool of knock, a fragile manuscript illuminated. I've learned everything I can from this, but the book itself still has power. That's pretty cool. I like that. It's another tool for knock. And another influence. Another bit of lore. The Thyatic invocation from the Grail. Raucous shrieks attend the passage of the names of the Grail. We reproduce them as best they can for the pulsing power they lend. What? Use this with Byzantine tinct and a moth influence or other resources of equal power to summon a raw prophet. Wow, that's a very specific tip. Didn't even realize that there were bits of lore that will tell you. This book had 3 high-level lords. What the hell? That's awesome. And Geminate invocation. That was fantastic. All right. What do we want to do? We want to continue studying. We want to finally translate. We worked so hard with this deep Mandaic scholar status. So let's translate that piece of trash. Let's see, what does this rite entail? Invocation, influence, and offering. So we can use a bit of lore. We can use the influence. This is exactly what I need, is it not? That gives me 37, man. As soon as the King Crucible comes out, we'll be able to ascend. We need to leave this open though, because we are cheesing the crap out of the timer. But like I established earlier, I said this earlier, like, it's not really cheesing it, because for the time that we need to do this, you cannot work. I am getting no work done. My money is being siphoned out of me, so it's just spending the timer into that particular endeavor. I wanted this for something earlier, but I don't need it anymore. Oh yeah, it was for Resummon of Azim. So let's just click on the Ascent of the Knives. Furious Air. Happy to get that. I think that becomes Fascination though. These glimmerings are out of control. I don't really want to go anywhere. I guess we can use the Watchman's Glass, but I don't want that to break. Mission continues. Wave lashed and sea spattered, sun scorched and salt stained. But here. Next up, we have the curse, or perhaps the disgusting animal. That's really not going to be a problem. I don't want to let go of this incandescence. Back to the stack door we go. It's pretty worthless, but you know, it's nice to get a thing. Furtive Truth comes. Oh my goodness, this is just stupid. The way that all the timers just plunk down into the board and just displace all your shit. This is so dumb. No, you cannot be in the middle. Okay, never mind. Please, how dare you displace all my junk? Here's a question. Am I going to go broke before this incantation can happen? It's possible. It is possible. There you go. But we're not going to let it happen. Ascension is mine. It will be soon. It's at my grasp. Get that influence constantly in my mind. We get some vitality back. Get that back into the right. It's getting pretty dumb. There you are. Aha! The Book of Dissolution has been translated. I want this super high, super awesome lore that comes out of this thing. The Book of Dissolution. Start that. It's weird. I think that's a small bug that the status doesn't change, but then you go back and it shows you the description of the book. So it's a little bug that's happening with high-level books, I guess. I don't know if it happens every time. Anyway, the book consists mostly of the prayers of the unburned god, the Forge of Days, which consumes and transforms. It suggests the Forge's power arises partly from its nature and partly from its tools. Put that there. It's brand new right. The sister and the witch and the sister. More funds getting drained from my bank account. Extremely infuriating. We have talked to some other fool that agrees to come with me. Hey, Kat Caro. An acquaintance. Kat Caro, as she styles herself, earns a living as a stage medium and a fortune teller. She may have deeper talents. You might be able to recruit the acquaintance as a follower. Wonderful. You know what? One way we can make money? Send Neville. Let's send Neville to do some burglaries. That will give me some money to stave off starvation. Point. Atmosphere. These influences are decaying into something I don't want, but what do you want me to do? There's nothing I can do about it. Maybe I should just stop going to the stack door, but I am addicted. I'm addicted to going to these wonderful places and finding the most amazing rewards possible. It's nothing else to do, really. With my dreaming, nothing at all. So back to the stack door I go. What the hell not? Back to holding that influence in my mind, because we are going to pursue... Oh, we got some tentative evidence, so would have totally gotten rid of that. Totally gotten rid of that if I realized that it was there. Alright, zooming out to be able to get that influence in there and still be able to watch the board. We got some tentative evidence against us, but not terribly worried about it. Do you still need funds? Yeah, you sure need funds. There you are. Only the curse remains. We have destroyed the freaking super snake. The serpent rolls and roars. Its death throes shake the earth, but it's dying. We will pass. Another rite of the crucible soul that we already have. Formula Fissive. That is indeed another thing that we could use to get level 2. Luna, you were on my lap for a freaking solid 2 hours, Luna. I cannot possibly have you on my lap, and I already rolled off all that freaking cat fur because you're a freaking fur factory. I refuse, Luna. I refuse you, and I refuse your shenanigans. Not interested. We have 4 glimmerings. No, we only have 3. I guess we can study this collection of poetry to get some more passion. Well, not. 60 seconds right there. Get that right back in. With the influence inside. I'm an idiot. Pretty sure I can just double click that now. Yeah. Alright. I find Spencer Hobson a loathsome individual, and I resent his existence. He says, come, Lord. Plans for the next challenge. We're going to get some funds over there. These timers are stupid. There you go. Put that in. The burglary, hopefully. Man, a whole 30 seconds? Just grab it. It's completely worthless. I really don't need to go back to the stack door. We can just leave the timer alone, honestly. It's more trouble than it's worth. Yep. Okay, the funds will be consumed and everything will be fine. Slowly, the game is chipping away at my wonderful forge influence, but we have victory in our fingertips. We can't let this pass. Can you imagine that Spencer Hobson decides to be a total scumbag? Oh yeah, breaking, entering, returning. It takes 90 seconds to get Jumbo, really? It takes 90 seconds to get 2 coins. But it's better than having nothing. We have red poetry. Hell yeah. I find myself ever so pretentious, and that gives me more passion. There you are. There you are. I do want to talk. You know what? I'm sick of you, Spencer. Employ a remarkable poison against the hunter. Enjoying your tea? You and I have been rivals for a long time, Spencer. We have grown strangely close through our troubles and tribulations. But it's time for me to dispose of you. I am sick of you. Let's use our Greek to translate this garbage. I had to think for quite a while to get that timer still frozen. What's that? Nothing bad happening, nothing all that intimidating. Was the curse vanquished? Our power stronger than the power that was here. The curse won't touch us. And treasures lie before us. That's fantastic. Let's double click. Double click. There you are. The contentment counteracts the dread, no problem whatsoever. Oh boy, oh boy. A 2? I don't like a 2. Did you really resist the poison? No, we got a human corpse. The end is not pretty, but it's quick and almost painless. That is less than he deserved. A human corpse. Much worse ways to die. And some notoriety, you know, I am completely careless about that. I am beyond the reach of mortal hands. I cannot be stopped by some meager, pathetic mortals. I shall grasp ascension within my fingers. What you got? The Well-Shorn Inscriptions, an epic and notably erotic poem describing a horrible rash that the mother ants got this one time. Then Azim, the second Thirstly, put the lotion on the skin and made the rash disappear in a very unctuous way. If you speak Greek, you can use this to learn Phrygian. Oh, this is a tome that in fact teaches you Phrygian, isn't it? Well, that was stupid. Enjoy celebration for blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you just study this. Phrygian Lagemidas of Tegmessa of the priest of Cybele. This is just to learn Phrygian, but it can also... Perhaps it also gives you some lore, so let's just do it. Let's send Neville once more to do some burglaries because I'm broke. There you go. And again, double click that. The enormous window. We're just going to put that there so we can maybe double click them both at once. Not have so much stress getting that timer over there. No fascination. Nothing to worry about. That dread, it simply gives me a fleeting memory. The expedition is complete. Only a 7 though. Not that much stuff, huh? Anyway, the ship still stinks of the sea. A sluggish octopus crawls from a lamplight. The timbers are half coral. Where are the bodies of the crew? Only one survivor was recorded. Did the Semper devour the rest? Well, clearly, you dumbass. We got some notoriety. The avid disciple comes back. King Crucible comes back. Where has she gone? A discussion in VAC of the Vagabond's travels. Oh, the Vagabond's a lady. VAC, that seems like possibly will give me a map. True blood of Saint Januarius. The Thunderskin protected by the one they called Januarius, against perils from every past. To this day, his blood keeps dancing. Level 12 heart tincture of some kind. Oh yeah, and then we finally explored this thing. We found the captain's cabin. The logbook is here, but its pages are a mass of salt-caked pulp. Someone has scratched a closed-eye symbol on the desk where he was chained. Beneath the symbol is a hidden drawer in the desk, which we can wrench open to loot his treasures, full of booze. The Book of Distinguished Heart, a book of melancholy prophecy. It is written in Deep Mandaic. Very high winter lore, I would possibly venture. Well, that was kind of underwhelming, wasn't it? Just a few books that are probably just full of really high-level stuff, but not all that interesting. But the Rite of the Sea's marriage. Rite of the Sea's marriage. An incandescence. An incandescence shines in my mind as I invoke the Rite of the Sea's marriage. The King Crucible is not possible to be offered? You son of a bitch. I was about to create a fantastic narrative, but the assistant... Oh, that's the offer, the influence, and the invocation. We don't even need the King Crucible. Are you kidding me? I'm an idiot. Actually, I think that is not... We could have done this all this time. I thought that I needed King Crucible. 37. Holy crap. I want to use the King Crucible just out of principle now, because I was waiting for him. So let me put that back there. I don't think I can, though. Let's see. This is the one that takes the assistant and the invocation and the offering. The offering shall be... We didn't even need the incandescence. What the hell? Oh, that's right. We do need the incandescent because it's level 15. But then we put the offering in there, which is level 12. All right, all right. We do need a level 15 something. So the influence is very much needed. I think the map's edge takes an influence. Yeah. And we use the instrument. No. Yeah. Is there one that... I completely forget, man. The Sunset Right? Invocation Assistant Offering. Aha, this is the one. We can use the assistant right there, the King Crucible, and then the invocation. They will give me enough. There you are. On the matter of principle, we're going to use King Crucible because I was kind of waiting for him. But I can, in fact, use the Logic Essence. And we could have totally done this if I realized that the spider door had this influence as a result. Anyway, there it comes, the conflagration of the heart. I don't even know if this is the end. I'm just assuming that it is, but it might not be. I have been in the flames so many times. The plates of my flesh grate one against another. I conjure now the heat of the forge, which will sear from me what I was. I will die as I pass the tricuspid gate, but death is not the end. I will be immortal, a long favored of the forge. At sunset, The system must cry tears of genuine emotion. Can the King Crucible shall witness my ascension to the long being, and it will weep tears of magma as I pass. And they will be spurred out in the place where the influence lies. If all is done well, the Sun in Rags will consume the influence, acknowledge an ending, and lend its assistance. The Sun in Rags itself will witness my ascension to the Forge of Days. I just clicked the Windows key, and that is why the game froze. This yellow timer, you know it's a big deal because it's a yellow timer. I think even the music changed. My ascension comes nigh. I will leave this mortal coil. I will pass the tricuspid gate and embrace my new reality as one of the long. I have learned basic Phrygian while I am doing this right because I am an incredible multitasker. Conflagration of the heart takes my being, my very soul, and pushes this through to the ultimate ascension. For I shall not grow old. I am the hairless and imperishable. For a little while I dwell in the high rooms of the manses, and then I return through the tricuspid gate, and my body stirs in the ashes. I am hairless and imperishable as marble, and the forged fire still burns within me. I carry the shaping strength. I will not grow old. Perhaps I will rebel. Perhaps one day I will rise even higher. Congratulations on a standard power victory. You have wrestled the game to its knees. There are other paths. The Forge of Days has bestowed its blessing upon my very core, and I have now become one of the immortal. Excellent! This pleases me greatly. Cultist Simulator has bestowed upon me the ultimate reward, and I am now transcended to oblivion. Begin another descent. Let's see what other new stories can happen after this. The aspirant, the bright young thing, endowed from birth with wealth and talent, and life of ease, comfort and delight stretches ahead like an amber carpet. And then the physician, which we already did. So, you know, this is like a brand new kind of run because we ascended. We didn't leave behind any kind of person, crazy person that got busted or, you know, condemned to the insane asylum. So hey, we got that wonderful victory. I'm going to continue playing this game because there's a whole bunch of other things to discover in this game, but definitely not going to be on the channel. We're going to move on to brighter, wonderful things. But that was a great run of the game. I very much enjoyed it. Writing is just top notch, man. It's so good. The entire lore, the entire menagerie of lore and weird ass garbage stuff happening. I went through all that stuff, reading every single thing, barely scratched the surface. I feel of maybe I got 50% of all of the lore and all the different weird creatures and higher beings that there are, all the different gods and demigods and locations in the mansions and all that crazy stuff was really enticing and intriguing. And hopefully you had a great time watching me reach the end of our descent of Born J. Betersen. He finally transcended misrepresentative interviews and just a mortal coil of just arguing back and forth on the internet. He has transcended into ultimate standing up with your shoulders straight dumb, and he will forever be arguing the valid points of reason in the Forge of Days. Hopefully you had a great time. I'll see you in the next one, whatever that might be. And pursue ascension through the intricate pathways of the Manses.